The reverse grid meant Ian Curley and James Pickford started first and second for the last race of the day.
The climax to today's touring car racing. Will Matt Neal be able to make it 3 wins out of 3 races as his teammate did last time at Thruxton? He'll have his work cut out. He's 9th on the grid. It's a very quick change on the lights. Away goes Ian Curley with the rear-wheel drive Lexus, but it's a great start from the second row from Rob Collard in the MG. Collard trying to go around the outside of James Pickford through Paddock Hill Bend. Sideways goes Collard. Oh, he hits the gravel. He gets it straight. He loses it. He's out of the race, buried into the gravel trap, and Rob Collard is out. The safety cars on circuit, and they will all have to back off and behave themselves now. Safety car will be heading into the pits, and it's now up to James Pickford to just control the pace. Now, he's an experienced competitor in other classes, not so much in touring cars. He's gone for it straight away. He doesn't control it in quite the same way that Matt Neal did earlier, but it's a good restart from James Pickford. He manages to pull away very slightly from Ivan Muller and from Gavin Smith. Smith, then Turkington, then Dan Eves, and then Jason Plato. We can see from Jason Plato's point of view that Dan Eves just ahead is looking for an opportunity to go through, but if Dan leaves the door open himself, of course Jason will be straight there. We've got a battle up front for the lead. Muller is side by side with Pickford. He's got the inside line, and Ivan Muller goes ahead. It's Vauxhall ahead of Seat, and Gavin Smith will now try and do the same.
Well, Muller's desperate to get another victory under the Vauxhall belt, isn't he? Absolutely desperate. Div hasn't done it since the first meeting at Donington. Here's a good chance for him, particularly if he can put a little gap on Pickford initially and force Pickford into defending the cars behind.
Well, Pickford, we saw, was struggling a little bit in the handling. Here's Smith up the inside. Oh, that was a great lunge. Pickford didn't expect that, and he just got caught out. Oh, he just sideways. He's hit him out there, and he's going to hit the barrier, surely. Or does he keep it off? Just touches the barrier, not that hard in the end. But what a shame for the Irishman, because Gavin had done a good move into second. On board with Plato. Here, this is where Eves might have a look on the inside. Contact! Oh, they've hit each other. Eves just taps the back of Pickford, and he's through. He's into second place. And now we've just got 2 corners to go. The left-hander at Surtees and the long right-hander at Clearways. Can Dan Eves try something here? He probably won't take a big gamble himself. He needs the points. He needs to stay in touch with Matt Neal. Right up behind Ivan Muller. Muller so controlled, on the limit, but making no mistakes. And the 2003 champion Ivan Muller showing his class here at Brands Hatch. Team Halfords have been beaten for the first time today. Ivan Muller takes victory in round 9 of the championship.
So a relieved Ivan Muller took his second victory of the season, a full 5 places ahead of Matt Neal. There again was Dan Eves making it onto the podium, while Jason Plato made it into 3rd. Behind them in 4th was Kay, then Turkington 5th, and Neal in 6th place. In the championship, though, the Hondas continued to dominate. Matt Neal had raced ahead of Dan Eves. Ivan Muller was still in touch on 99 points, but there was a bit of a gap developing between him and 4th place Jason Plato. A well-deserved victory for Ivan Muller, but he must have been wondering whether he would be able to catch Matt Neal. Still, there was a long way to go in the BTCC season, and next they met at Alton Park, and it would turn out to be a mixed day in terms of winners and the Cheshire weather. Jason Plato was far